We were 5 paying guests sitting down having a meal.
Not anymore, you're not.
No, we know that. So I was in court on Thursday, I was in London, and I was with my friend Gurmit Singh. Me and him have an agreement, whenever I go to court, he drives and he pays for dinner. So I usually go for a nice steakhouse when I'm in London. Each time I've gone to London, I go to Hawksmoor. Been there many times. This time I went there, we were greeted by a young girl on reception. We had a laugh, we had a nice time. We then went up, everyone was fine with us. We were sat at the end of the restaurant. We had our starters, we had a few drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. And then a gentleman comes over and he'd clearly been told by the CEO, because he makes it clear if I need to speak to the CEO. So the CEO must have confirmed it. And we were asked to leave.
I'm really sorry.
Sorry, what did you say?
Lots of my members of staff are uncomfortable serving.
What's that? The members of staff are uncomfortable serving?
Yeah.
Is it because of the colour of my skin?
No. We have a duty.
Is it because of the colour of his skin?
To our members of staff. We like to look after our people, as I'm sure you can understand. Our CEO, Will, said if you've got any questions about that, you're more than welcome to email him directly. His email address is there.
We came into this restaurant and apparently they said that their staff feel uncomfortable. We've just come in to have dinner. I've come into this each time I come into London. But the fact that now we're being discriminated against and no one's going to tell us what, I'm going to say, what is it I've said or done? What's the problem with what I say? I'm going to go and try and speak to him again now. But could you imagine in any other circumstance, anyone else with any political belief sitting in a restaurant and being told you need to leave? You need to leave. Could you imagine it happening to a group of a black group, a Muslim group, a gay group? Could anyone else be told to leave a restaurant when they've done nothing? And I've been here lots of times as well. I'll go speak to him. I'll go and ask him now. If you check my name on there, I've been in here lots. Yeah. Lots of times I've been in here. So why can't I now come in?
Well, I know you've been talking
Yeah. In here you've served me multiple times, loads of times.
No, I'm aware we've said it before. Really, as operators, so as restaurant operators, we have a duty to guests, to our staff, including you.
I'm being discriminated against, aren't I?
No. If you were drunk and disorderly, we would say, gentlemen, if you could make your way outside, our staff are not comfortable serving you.
Yep.
Our guests are not comfortable being around you.
I'm not drunk, I haven't had an alcoholic beverage.
No, I'm aware. This has got nothing to do with your politics or anything like that.
What's this to do with it?
It's just a duty of care. Also, to let you know, I'm a jobbing actor, so any footage you use, I will be invoicing.
That's fine. What's the job in acting?
That's the joke, by the way.
Oh, okay. But I don't understand. So when you say, because I haven't, is those...
But gentlemen, it's not going to change the outcome.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm really sorry about.
But okay, that's fine.
It
It has inconvenienced us. We've just sat here waiting for our food. We've been in.
So sorry.
But what I want to understand is, what reason? What's the reason why?
As I said, many of my staff are uncomfortable. Many of my guests are uncomfortable.
Your guests have just shook my hand. 2 have asked for photos.
Sure. But, so I have a duty of care to those people.
Do you have a duty of care to me as a customer?
Yeah, but you're no longer a customer because you're making your way outside.
Because you've asked us, but you've got a duty of care for them. Why don't we say to them, if they have a problem, why don't they leave? Because I come in here regularly.
If, as I said to you before, and I know you've got a copy of our CEO's card, who has said, if you've got complaints...
And is it your CEO who made this decision?
You'd have to ask him. He's more than well.
But you just, and a minute ago you said it's got nothing to do with my politics.
It's got nothing to do with politics.
So why am I being asked to leave?
It's really about hospitality and our jobs to our staff and our customers.
Your job's to the customer. I'm a customer. You've got 5 people. We're all customers. And your hospitality in asking, you've come over. It's pretty degrading, and to not be given a reason why, and to be told that staff felt uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. The staff are all happy with us. I do not buy it. So something else has gone on here, and I've been there many times before. When you said your duty is for hospitality for your guests. We were 5 paying guests sitting down having a meal.
Not anymore, you're not.
No, we know that.
Yeah.
But you said your hospitality is for your customers.
Yeah.
We were customers.
Gentlemen,
and you've said it's nothing to do with our politics.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, it's not going to change the outcome.
Okay.
I know what you're wanting answers from me, and that's why I've given you.
Would you want answers if you sat down? You haven't given me one answer.
That's why
you've said it's not because of your politics.
Boss's email address. He said you're more than welcome to engage with me. He is more than welcome to engage with you. However, for here and now, I have a restaurant full of people who I've got to look after. So I thank you, and I'm very sorry, and I hope it's not inconvenienced you too much, as though You're telling me that it has. I'm very sorry about that. But for now, I'm going to have to ask you to stop making noise to the football.
We're leaving. I find it outrageous. I think you would as well.
No, I understand.
You are discriminating against us.
No, I understand you're not very happy about that.
Can we confirm then that we've been nothing but nice since we come in here to your staff?
Yeah, you've not been anything.
There's not been a complaint
to all of us.
No.
No.
So there's not been a complaint. Okay.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay. No problem.
I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
That's Hawksmoor on Air Street. I find it outrageous. I think lots of people, I know they're customers because two of them took photos and multiple people shook our hands since I've been in here. And all the staff have been very pleasant and nice. I find that insane, no? What was I in court for? I was in court after challenging Daily Mail and their journalist lies. Now, what I wasn't aware was that the owner of Hawksmoor, his mother, is a journalist who wrote for the Daily Mail. I don't know if this is the reason, but it's a question I'd like to know the answer to. Why were we made to leave? And there was 5 of us at that table. And even if it was my politics, what about the other 4 people who are my friends? Do you know how embarrassing and humiliating it is to be told to leave a restaurant and then not be given a reason or any justification? And for me, politics, a line in the sand has to be drawn. And there's the saying, go woke, go broke. If they don't want me in there because of my politics, then the Hawksmoor need to make a very clear statement on their website whose politics are allowed in there. So then everyone who agrees with what I say, whether it be pro-free speech, against Islamic rape gangs, any of these problems, they know their money's not welcome within Hawksmoor restaurant. Now what I'm asking for is I'm asking Will, the CEO, to just see the error of your ways, to accept that you shouldn't have humiliated us in that way, you shouldn't have discriminated against us. You've discriminated against us based on our politics, based on my views. That's what's happened, and you've done the same to my friends, guilty by association. So I wouldn't like to be following this up. But if this is allowed, then me and people who support me are going to be treated and discriminated against in many places we enter. Sometimes I may be with my family. So it's not fair, it's not right. I think Hawksmoor should do the right thing and accept they've made a mistake. And if one of their members of staff or another customer had a problem, that's their problem. We were polite and kind, and Hawksmoor have said that. So if you want to let Hawksmoor know how you feel and that you're not happy with what they've done, please sign the petition at boycotthawksmoor.com. I'll make sure personally that I hand that petition in to Hawksmoor on the 28th of June. I'll visit you and hand deliver this petition to you. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want demonstrations to be set up at your restaurant. I don't want people to be contacting your restaurant. I don't want your innocent members of staff having to deal with this mess, least of all when I know the majority of them agree and support us. Your members of staff were having photos taken with us. Okay? So there's obviously a problem here. You need to own the problem and admit it. Fine, I won't come back to your restaurant, but be honest about what the reason is. Come out and make your statement. Your half-baked statement is not about politics, but it is about politics. It's just ridiculous. So just come out and admit and own it. Either you've got a problem, Will, or your mother's got a problem, and because of that problem, we've been discriminated against and embarrassed. I don't think it's right. Please do the right thing, Will. You've got my number. You know how to reach me. I don't want to be doing this. I just wanted to go and have a nice steak and chips. That's all I wanted. So if you are frustrated with this and you want to complain to Hawksmoor in any way, please sign the petition, Boycott Hawksmoor.